Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I thank everyone who have subscribed my channel. So after I have posted the last video, that is why a discussion on divorce is important, I have received requests from various people stating that they want more elaborate videos explaining the topic because it's such a big topic that there are several topics involved in that one big topic. So the topic which I have chosen for today is the effect of divorce on children. So, when two married people like they opt for divorce and they don't have a child out of the wedlock, it's of a different criteria. But when there is a child involved in the divorce proceeding, it entirely gets into a different shape. So, the person who has won the custody of the child would be feeling like, okay, I have won the custody of the child. So hereafter, I can have a happy life. I don't need to worry about why am I living in this marriage. All these questions wouldn't be arising in the mind of the parent because I won the custody. I can have a happy life. No, that is a very wrong thing because it's only the starting of a very big thing which the parent can't even imagine because the child becomes the silent sufferer in the divorce proceeding, which either of the parent wouldn't be given a thought at all because they think that we have separated from each other, so we can go ahead in their own life and whatever they want to do with their life they can do. We don't need to really worry about the custody of the child because one parent has taken the custody of the child, so I could monetarily support the child, and whenever I feel like going and seeing the child, I could request the permission of the court and go and see it. So they think only in that way. They don't see what the child is undergoing through because of this divorce. So in some cases, the child would be become very silent, that they wouldn't be talking also. They would be like only responding to whatever question they are being asked at, and they would be like whatever you tell me to do I would do it. But in some cases the child becomes very agitated, stubborn, and they would be like repeatedly asking only one question to the parent who has got the custody of the child, that is, I want to meet the other parent. Why is the other parent not with us? Every time only this question would be arising in the mind. But when the child is like less than 1 year old, some person or the other in that family would be like entertaining the child. So it wouldn't be searching for the other parent. But when the child is like more than 1 year old, like 2, 3 years old, or they have started going to school, is when they ask for the other parent because they would be like, whenever I go to school, I see my friends being dropped by both their parents, or in report cards, or in school sports function, whatever function is taking place in school. I see both the parents actively participating for their child. But for me, only one parent is coming. Why is the other parent not here? So in such situations, they wouldn't be able to face the fact that the other parent is absent from their life. They wouldn't be able to accept the reality. And in such situations, the parent who is having the custody will also be not able to clearly explain the child that we are divorced, we are not living together anymore, because the child would not be of such a age where they would be able to understand the fact what divorce means actually. So the parent would be like telling that the other parent is living away from us. They are living, they are working somewhere else. So they would on and off, they would come and meet you. So wait for some time, they would definitely come. So beyond a time, such a lie wouldn't be able to work out because the child would be of such a age where it wouldn't be able to accept the fact that they would start telling that you are telling me lies. When will the father or mother come? I want to meet them badly because you're not giving me so much of attention. So things worsen when the parent who's having the custody remarries. So remarries means it doesn't mean that the child wouldn't be getting affection. So in some situations, the new father or mother would be like showering good affection on the child, that they would accept the fact that this is a new marital life, this is only our father or mother, and they would go on with the life. But in some situations, the new father or the mother wouldn't be able to accept the child wholeheartedly, because they would think that this is not my child, so why should I shower affection on the child? So what would happen is they would start missing the other parent who's not with them anymore, and in even after like living with this parent, they would entirely miss their life, that they become the emotionally disturbed, that the emotional load of divorce is entirely upon them, and their world literally turned upside down. So what does the child undergo through when the parents get divorced? It's a big topic where the emotional load which they would not be able to face it anymore. So their behavior would start changing. They would become more stubborn, they would be depressed, and many such changes would be like visible in the child. But what happens when they are allowed to meet that other parent on and off? Like they are allowed to go with the other parent, because in cases, some parents request that I need to spend time with the child on the weekends, or whenever there is a government holiday, I need to take the child with me. I want to spend time with them. So in such cases, the court grant permission to the parent that you can meet the child on Saturdays and Sundays. You can like pick the child at this time in the morning, and you have to drop back the child at this time in the evening or in the night. So they would be starting spending time with the parent, and they would be earning for that feeling where they would be like, why are the parents not living together? I want to live together with both the parents. All my friends are like living together with their parents. I'm not able to do so. I want to go and learn cricket from my father. I want to go beach with my mother. I want to go shopping with my mother. Or all my classes which I attend, and extracurricular activities which I attend, both my parents should come and cheer me up. All these thoughts would be like silently developing in the child's mind, which would be unknown to the parents, because the child would be of such a age where it can't like openly expressing, because that is, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I want to both of you to do. So the child would be the silent sufferer in the divorce proceeding, and it would be really mentally disturbed, and would sometimes get into bad habits developing for the child at a very young age. So, but what happens to teenagers when they go through the divorce proceeding of their parents? So, for teenagers, some would be able to accept with the fact that okay, the parents are not living together anymore, they are not comfortable with each other, and they would accept the reality and move on with their life. But in some cases, the teenager would be like literally missing the other parent, and they would be like in a situation where they would start developing bad habits. They would not listen to the parents. They would even go to the extent where they would self harming themselves, or in worse situations, they even take their own lives off. They would end their lives, that I don't want to live in this world anymore, would be the worst situation, but in only very rare cases. But such a situation should not be prevalent, is what I'm telling. So, whether it's a child or a teenager, one very important thing for parents is, if they are like taking the decision that they want to get divorced and they don't want to live together anymore, try explaining the child. Sit with the child and try explaining, because of this reason only we are separating, and we not be able to live together anymore. So this situation would be like prevalent to a teenager, because they would be of an understandable age what the parents are trying to say. But when it's a child that less than 10 years old, they wouldn't be really in a situation where they wouldn't be even able to understand what the parents are saying. Like, why should I not live with both the parents? Why should I live only with one parent? So, one very important thing the parents should note here is to, if you are not in a situation to explain to the child that why are you getting divorced, take them to a good counselor, because taking the help of a counselor could help the child, and they would be like slowly understand why the parents are getting divorced, or why only one parent would only be able to live with them. So, taking the help of a counselor is very important. Or if you both as a parents are like able to explain to the child, it's well enough. So, hereafter, if two people are planning to get divorced and they have a child or a teenager out of that wedlock, kindly explain them why you are getting divorced, and always promise them that as a parent, whatever is happening in their life hereafter, they would be together. Even if they are separating in that marital life, as a parent, they both would be together and support the child in anything they do. So, thank you for watching and subscribe to my channel for more videos.